studio. Are you Unique, you right?
I'm good.
Good. Now, Unique. Now, I obviously know, but where did you get the name from, Unique?
It actually was from a tattoo. Basically,
Okay.
I actually went down to the tattoo store because my friends left me. You know, it's like, oh yeah, let's get tattoos together, blah blah blah. And I just went on my own, and I actually started talking to the tattooist and said, I want a word to actually associate with what I think I am. And we were talking for ages, and he went, well, you're quite unique, aren't you? And I went, that's it, that's what I am. So 3-4 years later, and that's my name.
Well, it pretty does. He was right. That does describe you as an artist. It really does. Would you like to describe to the New Style listeners describe your? I know it's unique, but describe your sound and the type of style you do. All the different types of methods. It's everything basically.
I'm a hella whole heap of scatting. That's the first thing most people know about myself. Jazz soul infusion with a lot of the acoustic kind of feel. As we heard from Complex, the amount of acoustic artists that are coming at the moment, bigging up back with Complex. But you know, knowing that that's also becoming like a huge amount of the influence in music at the moment, so it's kind of becoming its own genre.
Okay. Now, who have been your influences as an artist? What type of artists have you been listening to?
Well, abroad, I've definitely been like listening to the likes of Robert Glasper, like an amazing pianist who's like phenomenal. Like worked with Bilal and Mos Def and stuff like that.
Okay.
As far as females in music, I'd say the Estelles, without fail, Karen Billy Ray. Back in the day, Billie Holiday, Ella Fitzgerald and whatnot.
Billie Holiday's
the love that comes from that kind of music.
So you know your music. You know your music.
I've got a whole heap of old school vinyls that I'm actually finally pulling out of the house. So.
Okay. you need to get some of them vinyls, bring them to the studio. I got a vinyl ripper, you know. I can get MP3, I can play them on the show. But also as well, where do you hope to go as an artist, as an artist with Complex? What do you hope to achieve? What's your overall goal?
Well, at the moment, there's been kind of an accidental UK tour that's kind of come across with the festivals that I did last year that have kind of been confirmed this year. The likes of Lime Tree Festival, Britain's Acoustic Festival, there's Gates Festival, and there's 2 other ones which are in the pipeline at the moment, reaching the whole over the UK. And it's about getting out of the UK to actually finally see a little more of the world.
So you definitely want to travel then.
Yeah.
But as I hate to cut it short, but I want to get you to perform also Complex when I come back on as well. But with you as an artist, let me think about to word this. What has been your best and worst experiences that you've experienced? Okay. And also I want to drop this to the Complex as well. Have you ever made any big mistakes while you've been performing as well?
Oh wow. Worst experiences, I'd say, as most artists, it's literally that point where you really do think that's where you're going to make it. I mean, personally, it's actually been a case of the lack of material isn't what's shown through. It's more about the amount of shows, and apparently just hearing about, I heard about this girl with a tattoo on her face and stuff. So that's worked in my favour enough for me to be gigging. But, you know, when there's big amounts of opportunity and there's not a CD to hand it, and there's where I am. And, you know, so everyone knows that feeling. Good, I guess, the amount that I can still do from that. So, you know, actually knowing, okay, there's no material, but maybe there's a show that I can finally get something. And then, you know, just working with a lot of the artists that are out there in Birmingham, because there's a whole heap of us. And I want to ask Complex, actually, if I can throw it back to them. That question that was asked.
About the mistake of performing?
Oh, wow. We was at the drum. We had Jacob Banks. We used to sing with Jacob Banks, and we used to sing with Matthew of Complex. He's in London. Basically, Matthew forgot a line, like a whole line. We're singing Sam Cooke. Change Gonna Come, Change Gonna Come. And he sang the first line, I was born by the river.
And he started to fall.
That's it. For 5 seconds, and then I looked at him like, if you don't say something,
we always argue about it was 20 seconds, like a woman clean started off the rest of the song. For him,
And both of us just looked at him.
Everyone
and he was like, "Man, if you don't say a word, we're gonna kill you." And anything, and then he just carried on like it was normal. Afterwards, the performance was good. So
yeah, because that's one of the best things that you're gonna learn as an artist. If there's any type of mistake, you can't show it. You can't be like,
that was our mistake.
yeah, we just showed a bit because the look was like serious. Like you would have thought I was road, like any man on road. You know what I mean?
Mad, but we miss you deep. What happened to you?
I forget a lot of things. When I leave something, I just think, yeah, it's not mine, it's fine. And I left a whole heap of my suitcase basically at my house when I went down to North Yorkshire and had no clothes to wear for 3 days performing, or 3 days in a row in North Yorkshire.
This is a family show,
so this was
I'm not trying to read it now.
so
You see, yeah, it's a new style radio. We'd have to keep it real. That was maybe a bit too real, but that was real. Wow.
Twitter, call me with 2 E's, Unique. Facebook, call me Unique, no odd spelling. YouTube, Tash #2 Unique, or usually 33TV because I'm giving them all my exclusives on YouTube.